Let's go abi. 4. bölüm olması lazım. Aynen, koca karılara rast geldik en son. Siri'yi yanlarına almışlardı. En son orada gördük. Ama benim kameram yazıları engelliyor sanki. Şöyle, tamam. Çok uzak.
Slower.
Görevlere bir bakalım. Din değerini çok iyi bilen sıkı pazarlıkçı çıkmıştı. Ya bakalım abi. Şöyle haritadan bakacağım. Oha, çok uzak. Şuradan hızlı şey yapabiliyor olmamız lazım. Hızlı yolculuk. Buraya kadar koşmanın bir anlamı yok abi.
And whosoever finds the Baron's daughter will not go unrewarded.
What the Baron like you do, daughter? It won't be as cocky once the Baron's men whip your arse. Hey! Hey, look!
What do you
Allah
want?
Allah bak.
Want to talk to the Peller?
Too late. We've got dibs on a chat with him. A long one.
Ha, Cinci'den
What do you
pardon.
want from
Cinci'nin
him?
eviymiş lan.
To
Ben
give
niye
him
başından
what
beri
he
yanlış oldum?
deserves.
And that is?
He done conjured auguries, said something evil had made its nest in Edric's bowels. Told Edric to eat rowan berries, lots of them.
Ever since Edric's lived in the outhouse. And he's got hardened pustules all over him.
Just so happens I need the Peller alive. So if you agree to leave him alone, for good, I'm willing to tell you how to help Edric.
Well, all in all,
Yes or no?
fine. Let's hear it.
A tea of mullein leaves for his belly, and cover his boils with mallow. A few days and he'll be good as new.
Noted. But if it don't work, we'll be back. Move out, boys. Prick.
Gotta wonder about a man who could get Edric's friends all worked up.
Ay çıkma. Kapıyı vuralım bakalım.
Hey, anybody home? Open up, it's safe now.
Devils. Who do they bring? What seek ye?
I need your help.
Oh, a man. Nay, a wolf. Grey, though not old. 'Tis he the Peller awaits.
Abi sen tüm boş vaktini kantin sigara çay yapan genç spivay yakışıklı adamsın mesela. Eyvallah kardeşim, iyi geceler. Hayırlı yayınlar, umarım kanalın büyür. Çok sağ ol dostum. Sağ olasın. Sana da hayırlı akşamlar, iyi geceler. Bir adam ya, bir yaşlı cincini bekleyici kişi. Beni mi bekliyordun?
You were expecting me.
Aye, as the bones declared I should. They shall come whose stench is
Umarım
rape
senin
and
de
death,
hayatın
but
istediğin
the
gibi
wolf
ilerler.
shall disperse them, the white wolf. And thus he comes. Omens never lie.
Yardımın gerek dostum.
Recognize this? Made of spruce wood, strong smell of juniper, designed to protect someone.
Freshly cut spruce sprinkled with goat's blood, then tempered with an incense of earth, smoke, and juniper. For Anna, to protect her.
Bunu sen mi yapsın?
You make the amulet?
Aye, sure 'twas the Pella. After the way of his forefathers, over still water in the light of a full moon. Proper as amulets go. It protected well. Should never have taken it off.
Ya şu an işte Ciri ile ilgili bilgi almaya çalışıyoruz. Kanlı Baron'dan. Kanlı Baron'la anlaşma yaptık. Kızıyla karısı kayıp. O yüzden bu adama geldik. Tılsımla ilgili bir şeyler öğrenmek için. Bakalım bir şey çıkacak mı ya? Daha yapmadım görevi yani.
So, designed to protect her. From what?
Oh, the besieged she was, evil all around, wanting to possess her. Old magic, born of oblivion, from dark sources emerged.
Old magic? Can you be more specific?
'Tis not for mouth speech, nor for the touch. A small protective charm, not a thing more a Pella could do.
Anna and her daughter are missing. Know where they are?
Nay, nay, Pella don't know. But the spirits could know. The Pella will augur, the spirits ask.
Spirits. Great. Fine with me. Long as I know where to look, where to find them.
Lost, must be found. Princess! None better than Princess for finding things.
Princess? Which princess?
Princess, my goat! She's fled.
Nasıl ya? Bir de bunu
Those
mu
men must have
bulacağız?
scared her off. Can we get back to the auguring?
Without the goat, impossible. No goat, won't work.
Eşine bulursam yardım edecek mi acaba?
Will you help me if I bring the goat back?
Ha, bilmiyorum ama
Princess,
çözeriz ya.
Princess, where have you got to, girl?
Fine. I'll get your goat.
The bell. The little bell's ringing. She loves it. Ring, ring, and she will
Çanı
follow.
çalacağız.
But for a while.
Tamam.
But beware of wild strawberries. Raspberries, too.
Yeah, treacherous as beasts go. I always keep an eye out for them.
Çanayı takmışız zaten. Tamam. Güzel. Aynen. Onda sıkıntı yok ya. Verdiği itemleri kullanmayı biliyorum da.
This way, I think.
Oha. Bir yerden ayı sesi geliyor.
Another clue.
Aynen kolay da oynuyorum. Ya ben önceden oynadım aslında. Ama yarısına kadar oynadım. Sonradan tekrar başlayınca kolaya çektim. Şu değil mi ya? Şurada.
There you are. Come on, let's Let's go see the Peller. Should have guessed as much. What's a witcher compared to a patch of wild strawberries? This way, Your Grace.
Geliyor mu acaba ya?
Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow? Come on, damn it.
Gelsene evladım.
Where the hell did you go?
Bear! Bear! Run, you stupid piece of shit!
Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow? You're no roach, but I bet we could be friends in time. You've got that all-important quality every roach has to have. You don't talk much.
Now give us a rest. Why, not even a white wolf can make up for a missing goat. No, give us a rest. Princess, flee not from the Peller, for there are wolves about. Nowhere inside.
Dostum iyi akşamlar, iyi geceler. Dikkat et kendine. Allah'a emanetsin.
Goat of mine, dearest, sweetest goat.
Şimdi bana yardım edecek
Happy
misin?
for you, but I'm kinda in a hurry. Anna and Tamara, they might be in danger.
The white wolf helped the Peller, and so the Peller shall help him. Blood. We need blood. A living being.
Fine. Be right back.
Ne istedi ki?
Will this do?
They are not here. There is God. Blood. I see blood.
Whose?
No Anna. No Tamara. Just the child. A child that lives not, yet did not die.
Oha.
It's over? Is that it?
That is it.
Spirits had nothing more to say? Like where they went or where they are now?
You came for an augury, and augur I did. They're gone. The child remains.
Mentioned a child. Whose?
Why, Anna's.
Anna was pregnant?
She was. And she miscarried.
Aa
Baron
büyüyor.
didn't mention it.
Afraid, perhaps. Or ashamed, or forgetful. Or perhaps he had no wish to remember.
Şimdi bunlar nereden
Anna tell
biliyorsun?
you all this? Did she come here after it happened?
Nay, not Anna. 'Twas the omens told me.
Great, so I can be sure it's true.
The omens need not your faith to be true. It is you who needs the omens to lead you to truth.
The Baron have anything to do with his wife's miscarriage?
Foul-tempered he is, and he's a fondness for hooch.
No doubt makes his temper even fouler. Did he abuse his family? Anna came to you, you must have noticed something.
The Pella's old, near blind, but Princess came and licked her hand.
So what?
She's a wise beast, only comes to those who suffer.
What happened to the child?
In a grave thrown, without rite or ceremony, it awoke. Now it wanders, it seeks vengeance.
A botchling.
White wolf, wise wolf, catch the botchling. The botchling will help, lead the wolf to the loved ones.
Botchlings suck the blood of pregnant women and eat their fetuses. They don't help.
'Tis a being cursed, and witches lift curses. If the white wolf can't lift it, he should bring me its blood. Blood will always find kindred blood.
Ay. Kanını ne yapacaksın?
Why do you want its blood?
Blood, blood, blood. It binds men for all ages, the living and the dead.
Sure, but what do you want to do with it?
At times, a century is too short for two brothers to reconcile. One dies before things are set right. The other then brings his blood to the Pella.
And what does the Peller do?
Abi,
He awaits forefathers' Eve. He mixes the blood with milk, herbs, and hen's feet. He drinks to reconcile the dead with the living. There shall be no forefathers' Eve this year, but we'll find a way all the same.
laneti
Heard of
nasıl
one witcher
bozacağız?
who lifted a botchling's curse. Never tried it myself, though. I know you need to bury it under the threshold.
And give it a name. Perform the Aim Roin.
The ritual of naming? That's an elven custom.
Human, elven, dwarven, ancient. Spirits have no race. They honor not its meaning. Win a spirit's favor, and the spirit shall aid you. Ask, and it will answer. Seek, and it will show you the way.
I hear you right. You mentioned Forefathers' Eve? Pretty old custom. Thought it had died out.
Death lurks in every bog and puddle round here. Folk know they could die, their earthly matters unresolved. Then they require help, or they'll not know peace. Forefathers' Eve must be performed. Light the tallow candles to lead them through the dark. Call them by name, appease their regrets. Only then may they depart in peace.
Whatever I do, I gotta find the botchling first.
Seek it at midnight, near the grave that lies empty.
If what you say is true, the Baron ought to know where that grave is.
Gelin bakalım şu baronun yanına. Come on, Roach.
Go, go. Lightning
Oha
strike.
yanıyor.
Ever heard of preventive arse whooping? People! Castles on fire! Mercy! Run!
Slow now. Whoa.
Buradan gidemiyor musun? Girmen lazım da neyse.
Drunk old fool tottering about again. Don't calm me down. Oswin? Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable. We've got to save him. He'll burn alive. Him and the horses.
Denerim
See
abi,
what I
denerim.
can do.
Hurry
Atlar
now,
ölmesin, en
quick.
azından atlar.
What will you say now? Next time I ask you to drink.
Nereden gireceğiz abi?
Shit. Fire's spreading.
Allah Allah. Ha, merdiven varmış.
Damn it. Lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Over here! Can't get out! Roof's collapsed!
Coming to get you.
We've a hero in our midst. You've earned yourself a barrel of Lyrian.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Güzel. Her şeyin farkındayız abi. Lan baron.
Get over here!
They ran from you, didn't they?
Lying prick!
Oğlum bu beni dövüyor.
Let's end this.
Şaka yapıyorsun ya. Ciddi misin sen? Abi dayak yedim barondan. En son kaydım neresi acaba, çok merak ediyorum. Dur lan.
They ran from you, didn't they?
Buydu ya, alt üstü. Yandan sarhoş.
We need to talk. Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna.
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
Expect me to believe you are a loving father to Tamara after that scene in the courtyard?
You're free to believe whatever you wish, but she was always the apple of my eye. She had the run of the place, ask anyone. She'd ride the horses, hunt with the men, at times join them on their rounds. And they'd send for her when I flew into a rage, for only she could calm me.
Make it sound like she led a charmed life. If that's the case, why'd she run?
I'd hardly need you if I knew.
Your wife. How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober. She was there to greet me when I returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch, so it would hurt.
You beat her? For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day.
Bugün bahsetmen lazım oğlum. Bak işini görüyoruz burada. Abi ben bu kamerayı şöyle koysam ne olur ki ya? Yazıyı engelliyor.
You knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
Düşüncemin ne önemi var? Sonuçta öylesin. Evet.
Gotta admit, I do think you're a prick. Not because you couldn't control them, but because you drove them away.
What?
Don't play the idiot. You gave them no choice.
Anna and I. It wasn't as it seemed. Seems.
All right, I'm all ears. Tell me what happened. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head.
Şamdanı bu açıklıyor. Şamdanla kafasına vurmuş,
Sadly,
kırılmış.
they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
Maratonluk oldum acaba?
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently. The sight of her always calmed me.
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall, wine all over the landing. Was that you?
We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and the pillar instead. I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped and tumbled. Anna used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still clutching that damn candlestick. I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
Sonra ne oldu?
What happened next?
Next, it only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, and Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked.
Abi
I hit the
yapma be.
bed and saw it. It lay there. Tiny thing. Defenseless. On bloodied sheets. Dead. And it was my doing.
Korkunç bir manzara olmalı.
Seen a lot of dead in my time, but that must have been hard.
Unspeakably so. My legs gave out. I saw fields of corpses at Sodden. Saw witches burn in Maribor. But compared to this, all that was a rabbit's prick alongside a great oak. And the guilt is all mine.
We don't know that yet. The amulet Anna wore could be linked somehow. Maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
Wrapped it in a clean sheet and buried it.
Nereye?
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
İçini hissediyorum.
I
Üzücü bir
sympathize.
olay.
I do.
Thank you. And know that I hope you find your Ciri.
Deal we made means I need to find Tamara and Anna first. Just so happens your unborn daughter might help us do that.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
İzah edek mi ya? Ayrıntılara ihtiyacın yok dostum. Sen sadece yeni
Details you
söyle.
don't need to know. There's a bond of blood between this creature and your wife and daughter. I can use that bond to find them.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual, and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way.
Hadi yapalım şu
The
işi.
sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
Sonunda yangın sesi gitti ya. Adamla konuşurken sürekli arkada dışarıdaki yangının sesi
A
geliyordu.
bit further. Follow me.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchling's on the prowl.
Look!
Yazık lan.
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes Garrity, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets ploughing and restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Merciful gods.
Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
Angry specters. Botchling's scent attracted them.
Oh my goodness, Christ. Do something! It's writhing something fierce. I can't hold it. Damn thing's gonna bite me. Calm it down.
Neydi lan bu? Aksi miydi?
Quiet now. But what do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family.
Hadi bakalım ne olacak mı? Öldürmek kolay yol olurdu ya. Yaşatmak lazım. Zor yol.
More coming. Need to hurry.
On with it. We'll not wait till they devour us.
Ha?
Stench.
Squirming again. I cannot hold it!
Sakinleş lan. Abi hadi ama aksi atıyorum. Ya yerden de aksi. Allah Allah.
It stopped.
Chosen a name?
No,
So think of one. It's important.
it's a girl. What would Anna have named her? What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me. You who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
What now?
In 1 day's time, Dea should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
Ne yapmam lazım acaba? Evet, direkt otur bekle yapabiliyormuş.
By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
What do you say we flog some pig? Get the kicks again.
What do you think here, Biggs?
Been the Smiths, lass. Get a tooth one.
What a bad idea.
Help! folk don't object to your white mug. Wizardry! Fucking shit!
Fuck.
Oyunda da olsa tükürenleri acayip dövesim geliyor ya. Geldim çocuk, geldim, bekle.
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though. Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. Clothing. They change in here?
Hiç alabiliyorsun.
A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Both were here. I'm going the right way. Wants to show me something more.
Elimde kestiğimiz de buna benziyordu galiba. Elimde Geralt'ın kestiği.
Macrophages had a field day. Still worth a closer look. Hang your head from my saddle. Should examine that horse carcass. What do we have here?
Kemikler.
Bones have been here a while. Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse? Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength.
Gözetleyelim bakalım.
Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here. fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Ay.
Who's that? The room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women, the Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough, no point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of our father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is high. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though
Anlatsana.
anywhere's better than the crow's perch with a baron.
Why?
Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I means. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
İşaretlerden
marks?
bahset.
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
Sonra ne
Fine.
oldu?
What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden, and then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twere the only reason we escaped. The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
Neden yardım
Why
ettin?
help them at all? You risked a lot.
I did that. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara learnt it. Brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Doğru.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
Durumların bu kadar kötü olmasının sebebi kötülük yapanlar değil, kötülüğe tepkisiz kalanlar. Ha?
While back I met a woman in Crookback Bog. Had fiery marks on her skin like the ones you described.
Must be her, Mrs. Anna. Gods, she's a Crookback Bog.
It's where I saw her last.
Gods of all the heavens protect us. 'Tis clear now who's whispered to her in the night.
It is?
The crones took her. She must have made a deal with them. A pact. It's why they marked her and took her like she was their own.
Yardım için sağ ol dostum.
Thanks for your help.
The lady. She'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is. So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
İlk Baron'a kızına mı gitsem? Baron daha yakın ya. Baron'a gideceğim. Hem de kılıcımızı tamir ederiz. Kılıcım kırılmış. Hasar görmüş.
Draw your weapon. Halt!
Sen kimsin?
Stand and duel. I challenge you.
Boots a bit big, maybe? Careful not to trip.
Halt, I say. I am Ronvid of the Small Marsh, bound by a sacred oath
Oh, that's rough. My sympathies.
to honor Maid Bilberry, fairest of all maids I know, by dueling 100 knights to the death. Now, draw your sword post haste, for I've 99 left after you.
Oğlum daha ilkinden yanlış adama çattın.
Why are you challenging me? Don't recall doing anything to offend the maid Bilberry.
Well, why, then swear.
Tam bir
Swear,
gerizekalı
Maid
ya.
Bilberry's the most loveliest of all.
Thing is, I've never laid eyes on her.
Aha! Ah! I shall wash your scorn away with thy blood, fiend. Stand and fight. No, I yield.
Had enough?
Yes, luck stood with you. But the next time we meet,
Kaybol
Go back
gözümden.
to maid Bilberry and apologize for being an ass. Quick, before I change my mind and break your bones.
we shall meet again.
Need a swift kick in the arse.
Ask a service of the Witcher, the Pella must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Pella needs. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge. Damned souls, too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
Why hold the ritual at all?
At times, men die choking with regret. At times, death takes them before they've tasted any bitterness in life. These poor souls, unfulfilled, cannot leave this vale of tears. Their spirits wander midst the living, must be judged, sent on their way. This we do on Forefathers' Eve.
What'll I get out of it?
Witches do naught for free, this the Pella knows. Not to fear, how to reward one for their aid, this too the Pella knows.
İyi bakalım, yardım
Seems
edelim.
like you could
Madem
use a
yapıyoruz da
witcher.
yapalım.
So yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse, the Pella knew. The time's come to gather the folk. Across the lake we must journey, to Fyke Isle. There in the circle of stones we shall meet.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight at midnight.
Could use some hair of the hound.
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
We'll never forget that. Here. I'm grateful.
Eyvallah. Ha, gerçi demirciden şunları tamir ettirelim ya.
Thanks, mate.
Demirci
You
şurada.
saved my sorry ass.
You white one. Look like you got soused last night too.
Ha, güzel.
How may I assist you?
Nelerin var?
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Bu 10 seviye zırhı zaten. Bu da 10. Bunları geç. At ya, gerekli seviye 3 diyor. Bunu da satayım mı?
Need some armor.
Kaç seviyelik bu? 16. Yaramaz.
Looking for someone who can craft me some armor. Gotta be top quality.
Well, I've been at it 20 years now. Mastered the craft in some respects, if I do say so myself.
You wish.
Don't listen to her. She's been sore lately, snorting every chance she gets. So, what kind of armor are we talking about?
Light, but durable. Can't constrain movement, and I gotta be able to get in it without anybody's help.
That all? Sure it shouldn't be self-cleaning. And how about it wipe your arse after you take a shite in the bushes?
Sounds great. Can you make a suit like that?
No, but find someone who can and I'll gladly meet them.
ought to know one thing when it comes to armor. If it's got to be durable, it can't be light.
It can. Just needs the proper tools to make it. Tools like the folk of Clan Torderoch use on Undvik.
Joanna, I told you time and again to stay silent when I talk to customers. Shouldn't pester folk with those nonsense Skellige legends of yours.
It ain't legend, and it ain't nonsense. My granddad would go to Undvik for his armour. Said Torderoch folk made the best. Till last year, that is, when a giant ravaged their island. Inhabitants either ran off or died, but the forge should still be in one piece.
Worth looking into. Say I find the tools. Will you craft the armor for me?
On condition you bring the tools. But only then.
These legends mention where the forge might be?
Yes, north side of the isle, in a cave. Clanfolk carved out a rock face to build it.
Look for the tools next time I'm in Skellige. Take care now.
Bir arayalım bakalım.
Baron Schmack. I want a plouse.
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
We'll never forget that. Here.
Witcher, a word, please.
Yavaş.
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No. Don't drink, don't eat. Just sits.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, are called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Dea most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
Your loss. It must hurt. Bad. But there wasn't anything we could do.
No. Not now. Not anymore. It was too late. That was clear. Should have acted earlier. Taken them all from this damned Velen. In this hole. This reesty mire. Nothing could go right here.
Yapmamız
Got
lazım.
some information about your family.
You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out. Any news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenfurt.
What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
No, but I talked to the man who helped her escape and then took her in. Tamara is safe and sound. From what I gathered, she has no desire to see you again, no intention to return.
I shan't trust some peasant dolt. I shan't trust whoever it is helped her. I need to know for certain she's safe. Go to her. You must be sure. See her yourself. I shan't believe anyone else.
Abi fokus olamadım ya. Kızı görmemi mi istiyor? Neyse yardım
That
edelim
much
abi.
I
Her
can
şeyde
do.
yardım ediyoruz ya.
I'm grateful. Take this, call it enticement, and this might prove useful.
What is it?
A letter of safe conduct. Ever since the Redanians took hold of the Pontard Delta, they made it damned hard to get to Novigrad without one. Very well. You were to find them both. What of Anna? Learned anything?
We'll talk about her, don't worry. But right now, you'll tell me about Ciri, just like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest. That lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, were he still among the living. Ciri, come! Our haunt should be yours as I see it.
Oh, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
Yolda.
A little here, a little there.
Not surprising, given you wander the world alone.
Not alone no more. She's in the company now.
That's right. You're a member of the company. We're drinking together, killed a wild boar as a pack, you might say. But we've no notion how you arrived here. A woman in a man's garb, razor on her back. Who exactly are you? You a mercenary?
Ne desem bilemedim. Kaan hoş geldin. Hayırlı geceler. Sadece bir yolcu, her şeyi bilmelerine gerek yok bence.
And I don't always happen upon such good and civil company.
Ah, gift of the gab she's got. Here's to good company.
This I like. Drinks like a lad, knows her sword work, kills a boar as if it were a piglet. A she-wolf, if ever I've seen one.
All right, all
Bak
right.
right.
A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one, but never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do it all.
Şöyle oyuna gir, oyunu bir doğrula aynen. Bazılarında böyle problemler olmuş. Ben oyun açma sıkıntısı yaşamadım ama oyun bir iki kere çöktü. Ayrıyetten de bazı yerlerde bug'a girmişti. Yani karakterler mesela saçma hareketler falan yapmıştı ama sonraki güncellemeyle düzeldi. Birkaç GB güncelleme geldi, onunla düzeldi. Korktun mu?
What happened? You get the jitters?
No.
Dosyaları bir doğrula derim yani.
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
Anlaştık mı?
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. We start at daybreak.
Başlayalım bakalım. Velen Kuzey Temerya.
The day dawns.
Ready?
As ever, first one to the tower.
Man chop! on, silly. Don't you embarrass us.
Oğlum sağa gösterdi. Yanılttı beni. Bak yine gösteriyor. Düz gitsem daha iyiymiş.
Want that horse, don't ya?
Had one just like it.
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Anahtarını alırım demiştim.
Thank you.
What?
Aa,
Another chance to win.
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even were he to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Heard anything about there being witches in Velen?
I pay no heed to peasant babbling. Common folk see witches, wizardry, devils, and who knows what the fuck else every which way they turn.
How'd you wind up here? Just curious.
It's no secret. I was a Temerian soldier. My unit smashed at the war's start. Soon after, we'd lost hope of regrouping, driving the foe back. Those who remained wandered north. Others, deserters or merely broken men, joined us. We were a snowball rolling down a slope. By the time we reached Crow's Perch, I commanded a sizable force.
Just march into the fortress, make yourselves at home?
With Nilfgaard advancing, the local lord had fled, abandoned the Perch. Once this war's over and Nilfgaard's victorious, the Black Ones will grant me a title. All talk of a self-proclaimed baron will cease.
Can't help wondering why you made a deal with the Nilfgaardians.
What could I do? Cast myself at them and die a hero? Fuck a hero's death. Fuck death.
Rather live as a traitor.
Ere long, none will remember it. Temeria is no more. There's naught left to betray.
The local Nilfgaardian garrison doesn't look that strong.
What of it? Even were I to attack, cut them down to a man, others will come soon. Black Ones will flood this land, take control before long. Sure as we've all got arseholes, they will.
Got news of your wife.
Plowing hell, why'd you not say so forthwith? Where is she? Why have you not returned with her?
She's in Crookback Bog. Got food, a place to live, and keeps herself busy. Didn't look like she had the slightest desire to leave.
You were to bring her back, not report on the conditions she lives under.
I was supposed to
Ustan
find
hayvan.
her, and I did. That was our deal, nothing more.
You still think me rotten to the core. A base bastard, don't you? You believe I alone am at fault for what happened here.
Zaten öyle değil mi? Benim bir önemi yok.
Doesn't matter what I believe.
Yet, looking at you, I see contempt. Can't speak for the world you witches inhabit, but in ours, nothing is ever black and white.
Anlat
Probably
bakalım
gonna
sen.
say you're not the only one to blame. All right then. I'm willing to hear your side of the story.
Yargılamayalım, hemen dinleyelim bakalım.
With Annie, it was love at first sight. A spear tore through my shoulder at the Battle of Anchor. She tended to my wound. Once I'd recovered, I asked her to marry me. She wept with joy. Soon after, Tamara was born. And after that, they sent me to Sidaris. A warlord had risen against King Ethan, and Foltest sent help. It was one battle to the next, one conflict after another. It was a life of war. I was seldom home, and I found comfort in drink. Grew so fond of hooch, I couldn't part with it when I did get home.
Demek suç
Still
sendeymiş.
seems like your fault to me.
Will you let me finish?
All right. What then?
I went from front to front, battle to battle, collecting soldiers' coin, while Anna sat alone with the babe for months. Later, I learned she'd not been so alone after all. For nearly 3 years, she'd found comfort in the arms of one Evan, a childhood friend, a dog's bunghole. Understand, damn it? One tussle in the hay I'd have waved aside, put it out of my mind. But the woman cuckolded me for years, without a whisker of concern for me, for my love.
How'd you find out?
Came home one day and Anna was gone. Her things too. Found a letter. She wrote that she didn't love me. That she'd left me for that knob licker and taken Tamara with her. Felt like I'd been rammed in the arse by a horse. I went to find the bugger, to get the girls back, bring them home. Yet soon as I saw him, something turned inside me. Something dark. I slaughtered the shit-eating twat and fed his carcass to the dogs.
Guess they call you the Bloody Baron for a reason after all.
What?
Your nickname makes sense now.
No, that's an entirely different story.
Imagine Anna wasn't exactly pleased.
Ha! Bloody understatement if I've ever heard one. She flew into a fit, hysteria, threw herself at me, kicking and clawing. Finally grabbed a knife. It would have been the end of me if I'd not leapt aside. It was the first time I hit her. I had to calm her. Felt I had no other means. Things changed. They would never be the same. Anna tried to take her own life, and mine, several times. She would prod me, goad me, taunt me, in the hope I would hit her again, perhaps. She'd scream that I'd robbed her life of love, that I'd destroyed the idea for her, and so might as well kill her. How many times I apologized. How many armfuls of blooms and gifts I brought. She cared not a bit. 2 years of her anger had turned to indifference, broken at times by her bouts of hysteria and my bouts of drunkenness. Cannot fathom how we survived those years, but we did. Though as you know now, not everything was as it might have seemed.
Üzücüymüş. Anlaşılan tam da birbirinizi hak ediyorsunuz.
Faults on both sides, yours and hers.
I'm content that you finally see that. Very well then. If you won't bring Anna home, you might at least tell me how she landed in that blasted swamp.
Your wife is with the Crones as their servant.
What the fuck do you mean? What crones?
Ones who live in Crookback Bog.
Oh, I've heard folks speak of them and thought it naught but tales to scare the children with.
Rost, teşekkürler, hoş geldin.
How on earth did she land there?
Baron evet buralarda. Bir zebani
They
onu
fled by
yakalamış.
night. They were riding past the forest when a beast serving the crones attacked them and abducted Anna.
A beast? Bloody hell. And Tamara? Was she hurt?
No.
Oh, thank the gods for that. So, Annie? What happened to her?
The creature carried her deep into Crookback Bog. Didn't harm her, though. In fact, Anna seems content there.
Content? What is this tripe, Witcher? What in bloody blazes is she doing in that swamp?
She made a pact with the crones and, well, I think she might have lost her mind.
A pact? What the bloody hell?
She was with child, a child she didn't want to bear. Went to the crones for help. They promised to rid her of the problem in exchange for a year of her service. And they kept their word, in their own twisted way.
What do you mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the crones sapped her of strength and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind. Then they placed magic tethers on her, tethers that cause great pain when tested. A guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
A pact with witches? Bloody nightmare, sounds like some jest. We must get her out. We can't leave her there.
Venturing into the swamp, even with armed men, is just a bad idea. It's a dangerous place inherently, and I think those crones are a greater threat than anyone realizes.
I'll not sit on my ass waiting for them to return her. Would you wait? Count on their mercy if they had your daughter?
Probably not, but I'm a witcher.
And I'm a husband and a father who's fucked up his life and the lives of his loved ones. I'll gather my men, go there and retrieve Anna.
Sen bilirsin.
We
Artık
had a deal.
üzerine düşeni
I've
yap
done
abi.
my part. Your turn to do yours.
A word once given.
O söz bayağı
What did
uzadı.
I last?
Basilisk. It had just attacked you.
Ah, right. Gargantuan. One solid brute. It landed right in front of us. I thought we'd breathed our last.
Watch out!
If I don't survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
You'll survive!
Let's show this bastard what we're worth.
Allah Allah. Almış götürmüş.
Damn it! I can't leave him like that.
Buradan nasıl çıkacağız abi? Nasıl bir yaratıkmış ya? Güzel tasarlanmış. Güzel.
You have everything?
Yes, thank you.
What you did for me, I shall never forget it.
Ödeştik.
You helped me as well. When your man brought me here. You fed me, cared for me, had my wounds looked after. We're even now.
You needn't leave. You're in good company here. We'll always have a warm corner for you.
I must leave. Wraiths pursue me. The wild hunt. I was foolish to use the power. They're sure to have caught my scent.
The wild hunt? Pursuing you?
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must tell the people to bar their doors and windows. And no one is to wander the night.
You? Where do you think you're going?
Now, I ride for Novigrad. And then, who knows where.
She mounted and rode off. It grew awfully empty without her.
Redanian armies blocked the Pontar crossing, yet you sent Ciri to Novigrad.
She was looking for a sorceress, and all of them are in Novigrad. Besides, I didn't leave her at the Redanians' mercy. I gave her a letter of safe conduct.
Where'd you get these letters?
Haven't always led this pack of jesters. Served in the Temerian army once.
Redanians guard the crossing.
True, but with a bit of fame and a friend here and there, well, banners and heraldry don't mean so much.
So there's a chance Ciri's still in Novigrad. Thanks for helping her.
It's nothing. Now you've learned what you wanted to know, you must be in a hurry. But, if you could...
Spit it out.
I want to go get Anna. Free her, bring her back. I don't believe she's there willingly.
Must have not heard me. Any journey into the swamp is suicide.
I heard you, which is why I could use your aid. I've no more tales of Ciri to offer you, but go with me and I'll be generous with what I do have. Very generous.
Abi bataklıktaki koca karıları öldürmeyi harbiden istiyorum. O yüzden yardım edeceğim.
Extra coin never hurt.
Ha! True indeed. I'll round up my men and ride to Downwarren. You can join us there.
Fine. Sounds good.
Dare you! Sorry to do this later.
What was that?
You tell me. Man or monster? My men call him Uma and say he's a beast, but he seems a man to me. Just hideous as Ardle's shit.
Garip.
Uma? Strange name.
Aye, strange. But he gave us no other.
You mean he can talk?
Hardly. It was like this. I asked what they called him. He sat there, not saying a thing, trying to stick a toe up his nose. So I grabbed his hand, looked him in the eyes, and asked, What's your name? Gave me this damned foolish look and stammered, "Oh, Uma?" And it stuck.
Doesn't look like a monster, but my medallion's trembling. Strange. Where'd you find him?
Funny story, actually. I won him in a game of cards.
Must have been pretty desperate to play for that.
Ah, quit your carping, smartass. Someone wagered him, and we played. If anyone was desperate, it was the bugger's former master.
Funny story. How so?
Went to Novigrad once to rest, indulge in the city's pleasures. Stayed at a tavern, and some folk there were playing, so I joined in. Cards were kind that day. Had one devilish hand after another. Robbed the whoreson blind. One fellow, a merchant, took it especially hard. He'd gambled away everything he'd brought from Skellige. Wanted terribly to play another hand, so I agreed. Asked him what he had to wager, and he showed me that sideshow. Not much in it for me, but fuck it, I thought. I'll give the man a chance to win something back. Luck was not with him, and Uma wound up here at Crow's Perch. End of story.
Proper baron now. Even got a jester.
Aye, though I feel something's not right with him.
How so?
Well, he seems more beast than man, but there's wisdom, cunning in the bastard's eyes. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Ever run into anything like him?
No, but he doesn't look dangerous.
I guess that's that. Doesn't eat much, so as long as he's no trouble, the boys might as well have some diversion.
Time I was on my way. So long.
Farewell. I hope you find your daughter. And prove a good father to her.
Bunu söyleyecek son adam sensin. Çok da konuşma yani. Kanlı baron. İçeride bizim bir zırhımız falan vardı, onu bakayım. 11 seviye. Bunlar sonra alırız. Gerçi bunlar çok ağır bir şey değil herhalde de. Sırrı satayım ya.
Oi, lads, fancy an outing to find that she-beast?
Been the Smiths, lad.
Şimdi ikinciyle buluşacağız. Baron'la buluşacağız. Demirci aletleri var. Demirci aletlerinin leveli biraz yüksekmiş. Şuna bakacağım. Bayağı uzak. Şunu bir halledelim o zaman. En yakın bu var. Ama önce şu zırhı satayım.
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock. So long.
Leaflets, move it!
Quite the work my man's got, eh? Not half bad. Got him a
Faster. Go, go.
Şöyle bir haritadan bakayım nerede bu? Tekneyle karşıya geçmemiz gerekiyormuş. Burada bir tane görev var. Almayacağım, uğraşmak istemiyorum şu an.
Hey.
I'll be back.
Give us a rest.
Gece yarısı mı buluşacağız illa?
Soon will rise thy dead, thy buried. Each will say by what they're harried.
Greetings.
Just in time. Good folk, behold the one who will protect us. You needn't fear.
Çok da abartmasan.
Soon shall we summon the wandering souls. Beyond all help some will be. From these you must protect
Anladım.
us.
Ben de genel koruyucu ilan etti falan zannettim.
Keep at bay till the ritual's done.
Begin.
Keep us from harm, and let them not disturb the circle.
Hayır, ne saçma ayinlerle uğraşıyorsunuz ya.
What is this life? Well, you know. What comes next once life subsides? Soon will rise thy dead, thy buried.
Each will say by what they're harried.
Will ye grant these souls reprieve?
A storm, damn it.
Their grief.
Let's begin Forefathers' Eve. Ye who wander on the gale, ever caught in this world's thrall, see this sign of full pale. Ye summon, ye we call. Tis right.
Kanka bunlar ruh değil, bunlar yaratık.
A sound I hear. Tis right. A spirit breaks the still of night.
Burn the incense ever higher. Spirit, join us round the fire.
Spirit, speak. This time is yours. Tell us of your ghostly woes.
Who are you?
He knows.
Should I drive him away?
Nay.
I've come for you, patricide.
Begone, foul force! I cast upon you the light of the eternal fire! Abomination! Stop this at once!
The errant souls. We must help them.
Silence! I'll not tolerate necromancy.
Help me.
Leave
Gidelim
now.
bari, ne
You're
yapalım?
disrupting the ritual.
This is black magic. These folk disturb the dead. We cannot allow it. We will not.
You don't know a thing about their customs.
Take him and disperse the others.
Good folk, leave not these grounds. Ye cannot break the circle.
Dayı tüm manzarayı bozdun. Çok güzel sahne çıkacaktı oradan.
Blood has stained the hallowed ground.
Kurtardığıma pişman oldum şu anda.
Yet we cannot stop what has begun.
The bloodshed, it do any harm?
Tainted lies the circle now. They who thirst for the gore of men shall come. God's willing they will be few, and the Peller shall finish the rite.
Devam et.
If you want to continue, I'm ready.
Good folk, we must the eve complete. Prepare yourselves. Ye we summon, ye we call. Enter souls, we'll judge ye all.
All is quiet, all is gloom. What means in the darkness?
Something whispers, something peeps. Someone near our fire creeps.
All is quiet, all is gloom. What means in the darkness gloom?
Wraiths! This sacred ground is with blood stained. We cannot the ritual complete. People, save yourselves. If your lives you value, run! This is hallowed ground. Alas, all is lost.
Kendine
Gotta be
güvenmiyorsan
a peasant who
girmeyeceksin bu
told
işe.
the witch hunters about the ritual. That spirit they drove away. Your father's ghost, right? Threatened to come back. Likely to keep his word.
Old man Ambros, the Peller fears not.
That wraith called you a patricide. He get it right?
Aye.
If I'm gonna help you, I gotta know everything. Why'd you kill your father?
The Peller does not wish to speak of this.
You can't hope to manage this alone. You're afraid, that's clear. Wraith will hold sway over you. Listen, I'll send him off. I've got to. But I need to know where he's buried. Corpse probably hasn't turned to dust yet. That's his bond to the world of the living.
Ambros lies in the swamp.
Fine. I'll find his body, see what I can do.
Bunları satarız. Oha, ta burası. Uzakmış. Burada bir yaratık yuvası var bak sağda. Neyse.
Swamps kept Ambrose's body in good shape. Even where the Peller smashed his head in. Gotta incinerate it. That ought to get the Spectre to leave.
Cesedi yakayım.
Leave the world of the living. Never return again.
Şimdi o kadar yolu geri döneceğiz. Düşme beni. Buraya gitsek buradan, gerçi ışınlanabiliriz oraya ya. Tabela yok mu acaba buralarda? Şundan insan tekrar tcher buraya. Buradan ışınlanırız ya. Hiç uğraşmayayım. Buradan mallarını çalsam mı? Neyse çalmayayım. Şimdi gelir kılıç çeker. Dövmek zorunda kalırız.
Let's dance.
Korksun lan bir yandan. Gerek var mıydı buna? Hayır, yoktu.
White wolf, wise wolf. What is it the wolf needs?
Köylüler sık ziyarete gelir mi?
Oh, when help they need, the Pella they seek.
Help with what?
With the dead that come a-haunting, peace must be made. But they must then wait for Forefathers' Eve. Or when an evil spirit runs wild in a homestead. Drive the spirit off, the Pella can.
And if I needed, say, a love potion?
Then to the witch you would be sent. Not a matter for the Pella, that.
Found your father's body. Had to burn it.
Good you did. Return for me ye would have.
What's your story? You actually kill your father?
'Twas an evil man. The Pella feared him once, but then grew brave. What his father did to his mother, the Pella could not look upon it. So he split the father's head with an axe, left him in the swamp. But folk knew.
Ghost's not likely to come back.
Thank you, Witcher. A reward for your aid. And if herbs or remedies you ever need, for near nothing you will have them from me.
Ha, ucuz diyorsun.
Wise wolf. What is it the wolf needs?
Bakalım neleri varmış.
Show me what you got.
Ucuz da değil oğlum. Her şey pahalı adamda. Bunlar iyiymiş.
So long.
Bura ne kadar uzaklıkta? Burada uzakmış. Bura ne kadar uzaklıkta? Bölge isimleri yazmıyor mu ya? O zaman ilk bunları satalım. Buraya gidelim o zaman. Zaten buraya gitmemi istiyor. Tekne bulalım. Buralara ışınlanamıyorum herhalde daha önce gitmediğim için. Buraya ışınlanabilirim. Tekne bulup yukarıya giderim falan filan. O zaman buraya gidelim abi. Buradan ışınlanırız. Roach.
Hey ya!
Oradan yukarıdaki tekneyi alırız.
Heard you can get food from the Baron's men.
How?
What about them mines he took the wenches from Bellows to?
Burada demirci yok mu burada? Galiba yok.
If I want to plant some don't give cock about no bat.
Let's go!
Maybe he sniffed out a way to make some coin.
Move it!
Neyse bulaşma abi yürü.
Not so fast, Roach.
The Emperor shall guide us straight to Novigrad.
Buradan çıkalım abi. Buradan da dümdüz yürürmüşüz bu arada. Geçermişiz yani. Hatta belki öyle yapmak daha iyi de olabilirdi. Neyse. Burayı merak ettim şimdi. Ufak bir ada. Haydi tabi. Aa, kedi uykulu için. İyiymiş. Bakalım burada bizi ne karşılayacak.
Like that silver.
Yazık olmuş atlara da. Bakalım buna. 6 seviyelikmiş. Adanın tek makarası buymuş galiba. Başka bir şey yok. Demezmişim, devam edelim. Bunlar ne acaba? Neyse. Okay. Ha, garip bir yermiş. Güzel duruyor. Ben şuradan bir yerden mi çıksam?
Boring as fucking shite.
Your bread, your coin, all is shite.
Benim buralara bir gezesim gelmedi değil açıkçası. Bir gezesim geldi.
Lebioda's wounds. Geralt of Rivia.
Ha, tanıyor beni. Oha.
White one, take a gander over here.
All right.
I'm watching you.
Ate at the Kingfisher.
Garip bir zamana denk geldik galiba. Aa. Neden peki?
No evil can survive the holy fire. The holy fire enlightens, burns, and cleanses. Behold the flame of grace and mercy. Special fire for you, freak. Nice, slow burning. You'll beg for mercy in all the voices known to you. The others of your species. No, I wanted only to live like you. Help me, kind folk, please!
Sure hope Dudu hasn't met the same fate.
Allah'ım. Bunu beklemiyordum işte.
No loitering round here.
Grand spectacle. I could watch one every day.
Welcome. Welcome.
Show me what you have in stock.
İyi para verdi.
Master-crafted armor. Think you could make me some?
Ooh, I did get my journeyman's papers, but I've yet to make anything akin to a masterwork. You might try in Velen. A dwarf there goes by Fergus. He might help.
Konuştuk zaten sanki onunla.
Guildsmen claim there's no one better anywhere south of the Pontar.
So long.
Take care now.
Bu meydanda aynen tahtayı açmışız. Güzel. Abi buradan gitmeden önce sanki burada bir Tris'le konuşabilirmişiz gibime geldi. Evet. Ay yandım lan yandım.
It's like a witch would. Hey, sod off. We're looting here.
Not here for the loot. Interested in the sorceress who lived here.
And we're supposed to believe that.
Yeah.
Most likely hiding in some rat trap with the rest of them.
Nereden saklansın
Who's she
ki?
hiding from?
Temple Guard's cracking down. All mages are fair game.
Yeah, they round them up like rats.
Selam iyi yayınlar. Bu oyunu indiriyorum ama nasıl hiç araştırmadım. Şöyle de söyleyeyim sana. Oynayabileceğin en iyi oyunlardan birisi muhtemelen ya. Bayağı sarabilir. Hatta bence ilk ikinci oyununu oyna, sonra üçüncü oyununu oyna. Birinci oyunu çok eski. Eğer mekaniklerine katlanırım dersen birinci oyununu da oyna. Ben birinci oyununu oynamadım. Hikayesini okudum, internetten araştırdım falan. İkinci oyunu bitirdim. Sonra da üçüncü oyununa geçtim. Bence sen de ikinci oyundan başlamalısın. Dediğim gibi tahmin edebilirsen birinci oyununu oyna.
Someone's gotta know more.
I'd look for her in a putrid grove.
Putrid Grove. Interesting, as names go.
A hive of scum and freakery if there ever was one. No decent folk show their hides there.
That why you think I should look for my friend there?
Oh, I meant no offence.
Putrid Grove. Where is it?
I wouldn't know. Rumour has it, it's a place for freaks and oddities.
You'd fit in well there.
Maybe. Thing is, gotta know how to get there.
They say you've got to get there through the sewers, but you've got to enter them outside of town. Few know where exactly, though.
Ask a beggar. Or spot yourself a thief. Follow him. Beggars and thieves
Güncelleme çoktan
contribute to
geldi.
the king of beggars. Word is, they do it in the grove.
Mean to say the local beggars have a king, crown, scepter, and all that?
Wouldn't scoff, mate. King of beggars. It's
Yeni
a
jenerasyon
moniker.
güncellemesi geldi.
For a man who everyone in
Daha
Novigrad
güzel grafiklerle
respects,
belli başlı şeyler eklendi oyuna.
And watch yourself. Menger himself don't even go to the grove.
Someone call for me. Wonder why.
It's Menger.
Temple guard.
Thieving vermin to the confession chamber.
What, but sir, what's the offence? This is some sorceress bitchy shop.
Think that gives you the right to steal her property?
Well, sorcerers, mages of all types are outlaws.
But by law, the temple guard takes possession of their belongings, and the rule of law still holds in Novigrad. You know a bat can sniff out a moth a mile away.
Got nothing to do with their sense of smell. It's about their hearing.
Well, well. Man knows his bats. Here I thought you only cared about monsters. And as bats
Gerekirse sen
sense
nereye geliriz?
moths, so I sense freaks. And start by warning them. Novigrad's no place for your kind.
Heard Novigrad was no place for mages. Now you're telling me it's no place for witchers. So who's it a place for?
Righteous folk professing the one true faith in the eternal fire. Nothing I can do to you now, but just know that I know you're here. One misstep, one error, you'll make a mistake, it's inevitable. I'll be the first to learn of it, and when I do, it'll be standard procedure, like for every magic oddity who dares taint this city's air. Be seeing you.
Kaşınıyor ama.
Oh, deepest apologies, Governor. Fetch some metal, you wretch. I've been robbed! Thief!
I cannot imagine the city under Mir's thumb.
What next?
Adamı kaçırdık.
Simpleton.
He sensed something. Gotta stay further back.
Stop! Thief!
Looking wobbly. needed some overripe sheep's feet.
Holy moly, you're a scary one.
Sir, be merciful. Give us a crown, eh? Me mum's sick, and if I don't feed her, well, she's like to die of hunger.
All right, I'll give you some coin, but you gotta tell me where the Putrid Grove is.
I don't know that. Keep your coin, I don't know a thing. Move on. Be gone!
Kingfisher, you're sorted for at least 2 days. Just gotta jostle a good position where they toss the leftovers.
Ah, the bonny birds that prance by here. Cheeks like bellows begging to be squeezed.
El değiştirdi lan adam. Hangisini takip edeceğiz?
A mind's like war. Never know
Oh.
what you're done for.
Yakalayıp dövüp konuştursak olmuyor mu?
Degeneracy, the downfall of civilization, moral decay.
I expect model behavior, scamp.
Mages, mutants, blasphemers, kobolds.
Officer, taking a rest from witch hunting. Greetings, Your Honour. Good to see you again.
Bring us the usual.
Of course. Keep this up and you'll earn yourselves a preferential rate.
Good.
Open up.
Who are you and what you want?
Doing some sightseeing. Kinda curious about what's beyond this gate.
My brother-in-law was curious. Worms been eating him for 5 years now.
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated killer, methinks.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it. Gotta contribute to the Grove's upkeep.
Don't know the password.
Pay up then.
Verelim parasını girelim abi.
Catch.
You may enter. Oh, right after you leave me your weapons. They'll be safe in my locker.
Fine. Make sure you don't lose them.
No worries. Be waiting for you once you're done with the king.
What ails you?
Can't see out of one eye, my lord.
Hick him.
Thank you, my lord. A right miracle you've worked. I'd like to repay you.
Convince those knaves on the city council that spells are not needed on a whim, but positively indispensable.
How are things?
Good.
Tris.
About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Hey, Triss.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you'd managed to find me, Witcher.
Bu adam biz niye arıyorduk ki?
Am I mistaken, or you got something to take up with me?
Who knows? Man with two swords and the skill to use them could be very useful these days.
Could have sent some underling to fetch me.
Could have, but I admit I wanted to see how you'd manage. See if you're as crafty as you are well crafted. See, Witcher, I've got plans, big plans, far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City Council is a puppet troupe with a hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, we got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city, 'cause it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural?
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. 'Cause I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along. What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss Merigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss Merigold parted with someone very dear to her and had to start anew. Hasn't turned out like I imagined. Come on, let me give you a taste of my life.
Just got to just in a good position where they tossed the leftovers.
İşlerimi geri ver.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon. Nice to hear a few kind words, but my friend needs his weapons.
Course, I got 'em. Said I'd have 'em, give 'em back. So I'm giving 'em back. Here's your junk.
Thanks.
You watch out for yourself, miss. Novigrad's not what it used to be. Not a city for you.
I take it you're a Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely?
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
Her. Here. No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more? Well? Well? Well? Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse, I did. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this, but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
Yine biz bir bok yapıyoruz ya.
I can do that. Where'd you toss the package?
Near the crane. Second bridge in from the harbour.
I didn't expect such devotion.
Wanted to freshen up anyway. Let's go.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fall didn't break until I began to prick his heels. Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug.
A good day for greetings. Greetings.
Banners from
There's a draft. Should be an exit. Klug wouldn't have sent us here if it wasn't. Must be a lever on this wall that'll open the secret passage.
Free city of Novigrad. The name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin. And winning a war takes three things. Coin, coin, and even more coin. That's why they're exterminating mages, confiscating their property and possessions. And they'll go after non-human. Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
Espri anlayışımız da var ha. Güzel.
Find the parcel? Or did you get wet for no reason?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat. Oh, and this.
Oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on, 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
Bak yine kafamı karıştırıyorlar benim bak.
Greetings, sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
Triss, you told this man you're a sorceress?
Of course. She was looking for work. That's her chief asset.
Are you, Triss?
I know it was reckless, but competition's stiff here. No one would hire me if I claimed to be a common rat catcher.
More importantly, no one would believe such a beauty could be an exterminator of rodents. But I'd prefer you not to tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon & Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest granary in all Novigrad.
Don't much like merchants who flatter with cheap praise before the job's done.
That was not cheap praise. I was merely stating a fact.
So am I. I want you to pay in full in advance.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Then trap your own rats.
Well, now I know why she brought you along. Fine. A full purse of Novigrad crowns as proof of my goodwill.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related. I'll cover half the space, you take the other half. Look for evidence of rat activity.
Mm-hmm. Thing is, I know what evidence of manticore activity looks like, but rodents?
Geralt, we'd both rather be somewhere else. I'd rather be sitting in a royal council meeting, but they killed my king. Look for crevices and droppings.
Once we place this incense, what then?
I'll cast a spell and the rats will leave.
Can't do that without sprinkling incense? Don't really feel up to looking for rat shit.
Ready?
Not yet.
Uh-huh.
Ne yapmamız lazım? Deponun çevresinde sıçan tuzağı yerleştir. Okey.
Looks like a good spot. I don't like that guy.
Brandon? I don't either. He's much too fat.
Can't help but agree. But no. Notice how he didn't try to haggle?
Must really want the rats out.
Triss, he's a merchant. He makes his living by haggling.
If I worried about that sort of thing, I'd starve to death in this city.
Adamdan ya boşuna şüphelenmiyorum. Pislik
A
çıkacak
master
o
monster
adamdan.
slayer in the world's largest city, looking for rat shit. Jeez. Think I plugged every hole in there.
What? All right. Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk. Well? Well? Well? Now we wait for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound. And
Reconciled?
knew a man once who reacted to everything, especially adversity, by mocking it.
Healthy attitude. Must have lived long.
Came a day he lost both his legs in battle. He shrugged, said it was better that way. He'd never feel pain in them again.
I understand him perfectly.
I know. Thing is, he was lying to himself.
I think he just didn't have much of a choice.
We all lie sometimes, but lying to yourself is running away, whereas there's really nowhere to run.
Sometimes you have to escape just to forget. Your friend might have dwelled on his lost legs, but it's not like by grieving he could have grown another pair.
Kabullenmeyi seçebilirdi ama.
So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
I don't know.
Don't know yet. Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Well, well. Our lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead of working.
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start. If these boys are here to help us kill rats, they're late. You paid up front and got what you paid for. Not half a rodent left in the granary.
I paid in advance because I knew I'd recover my coin.
Such is life for sorceresses in Novigrad these days.
I can see that and I don't like it. So here's what I think. The hunters have come, and now they can go.
They'll do no such thing.
All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I. Neither is to leave here alive.
We'll kill you! Get him from outside!
Bastard hired me on the assumption he wouldn't have to pay me. Duped and trapped as a child. If not for you, we need to find Brandon.
Bunu bulacağım ve bakalım ne yapacağım.
Don't kill me. Good sir, no. They forced me. Had I not told them, they'd have set fire to my home, my warehouse. The mage hunters know no mercy. Spare me, good man. Be not like those murderers.
Shut up. I should kill you. Thing is, you'd be no good to anyone but the gulls as a corpse. So you'll live and pay
Tam
us
aklımdan
double.
geçen şey ya.
Now.
Fine. Your coin.
Now, get.
Thanks, Geralt.
You should try to keep better company.
He was still better than some mages. You know, I've been thinking who might know something about Ciri. And I just got an idea. There's an Oneiromancer in town, Corrine Tilly. Very capable, supposedly.
Never trusted in Dreamer's abilities myself.
Corrine's been very effective. You should at least try. She's taken a job close by. Follow the canal, away from the fish market. The house is near the first bridge. Its owner, de Jonquier, is a rich banker.
Not coming with me?
I've got some things to take care of.
Another rat-infested warehouse?
Not exactly. Nothing even remotely satisfying. Such are the times.
It was nice to see you again.
You too, Geralt. You should go now, before Corrine goes back into hiding somewhere.
What if I want to find you?
I live in the Bits, near the fish market. Stop by. It'd be nice.
All right. See you later.
To the eternal fire, I entrust my soul.
Ben de niye koşmuyor diyorum ya.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonquier. Of those de Jonquiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said,
Teşekkürler
"All
Umut,
ought to know
hoş
your
geldin.
merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel."
I'm looking for Corrine Tilly.
Oh, you've come to the right place then. Corrine is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
Why do you need to know the house's history? You a historian or on a whim?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might add. Soon after, I witnessed disturbances. Led me to fear the home might be haunted.
What are the symptoms?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night. And furniture moving about in the attic. And last week, well, you shan't believe it. I found human feces in the parlor.
İyiyim çok şükür Umut. Umut şey... Bizim bildiğin spordan Umut'sun değil mi? Karıştırmayayım. Sen ne yapıyorsun, nasılsın? İyi misin?
Not interested in what's going on inside? Seeing it for yourself?
I'm a banker. Cursed homes scare me. Do you know how a haunting can affect property value? Point of fact, Corrine requested she not be disturbed.
Ha, geçmiş olsun. Herkes de ya bir salgın var. Boğaz ağrısı falan. Sıkıntı, dikkat et kendine. Ne yapıyorsun, spora falan devam ediyor musun?
I'd like to go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter, call that my whim. Is it in case the first one breaks? Smart.
Çalışamıyorum çalışsam devam edeceğim ama iş bulamadım bu aralar. Çağrı merkezinden niye çıktın?
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please. Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave
Üst
it.
katı gösteriyor.
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
The doll. The attic.
İyi yapmışsın bu arada bence. Ben de biraz çalıştım da çağrı merkezinde. Senden farklı bir yerde çalıştım ben. Aynı şekilde ben de sistemde problemim vardı. Ben de çıktım.
Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it. Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
KYK borcu var ha.
The next room's blocked.
Sıkıntı ya. Alt katı gösteriyor. Burada. Af geldiler 200 TL fazla ödeyeceğim. Şaşırmam ya. Üzerinde aceleci bir şey yazılmış oldu. Bir kağıt bir çocuğa yapılması.
There was a cradle on the second floor. Wonder what had happened if I laid a doll in it.
Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
Nelerle uğraşıyorsun peki? Neler yapıyorsun?
Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle. Guess I should find an oven.
İnceleyelim. Okey. Muhtemelen aşağı katta falan.
scare you? Scared you, didn't I? Can tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh? Eh?
If it looks like one and acts like one, trust me, you're a godling. You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret.
Bunun için teşekkürler Umut'cum.
The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretended.
Grafik falan,
Make
anladım.
everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
İlk abone oldum yayıncı. Eyvallah, sağ olasın. Grafik neler yapıyorsun peki grafik? İş falan mı alıyorsun yoksa kendi kendine bir şeyler mi yapıp geliştiriyorsun? Bir anlaşma yapalım abi.
Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes? Yes? Yes! Do that and I promise not to bother your friend. Not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
Gösteriyor. Anladım. Allah hakkında hayırlısı olsun ya. Hangi programları kullanıyorsun peki?
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you there.
Blender kullanıyorsun ha. Evet abi, bende bir tek Photoshop var.
I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
A bit of both. A demon had captured Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corinne dream of the building's past?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently, though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid! Oh, well. It shan't put me in the poorhouse.
Allah.
The second sword, is it in case the first one...
Üzerimdekileri satmam lazım abi. Ya da depoya atmam lazım. Buraya gideyim. Anladım. Bu ışıklandırma her zaman sıkıntı ya. Photoshop'ta zaten yapması zor. Üzerimizdeki neymiş? 25 dayanıklılık. Ben bunu satayım abi. Bunların ağırlığı yok. Sıkıntı yok ya, canın sağ olsun, ne olacak? Yayın açıyorum. Aslında çok da fazla açamıyorum ya. Normalde planı daha fazla açmak da. The Witcher serisine başladım. Yani bayağı sardı. Zaten birkaç kere başlamıştım, yarım bırakmıştım. Bu sefer iyi gidiyor yani. İndir indir. De ilk oyunlarını oynamadıysan ilk onları oyna. Birinci oyundan birinci oyun çok eski. Ben birinci oyunu oynamadım. Ama istersen şey yapabilirsin. İkinci oyunu bitir. Bağlantılı zaten, seçimlerini aktarabiliyorsun. Seçimlerini aktarırsın. Hem devamlılığı olmuş olur üçüncü oyunun. Hem de ikinci oyunda herkes üçüncü oyuna bayılıyorsa da ikinci oyunda çok güzel şeyler var. İkinci oyunda bayağı elfler falan da var. Seviyorsan elf muhabbetini. Elf arkadaşlar da edinebilirsin yani. Beni bayağı sarmıştı 2. Hatta 2'nin sonu falan bu oyunu etkiliyor. Bunlar çok ağırlık yapıyor mu? Yapmıyor. Bunlar da ağırlık yapmıyormuş ki. Bunlar yapıyormuş. Bu yapmıyor. Bu yapmıyor. Bu yapmıyor. Neyse. Bilemedim. Üstümüzde çok malzeme var abi. Neyi atıp neyi atmayacağımı bilmiyorum. Gelin bunları da satalım ya.
No bread. All this shite.
Niye? Crysis'a ben başladım da bitirmedim. Yani birinci oyununu çok az oynadım. Bir yerde takıldım, sonra da uğraşmadım yani oyun için. Abi bu adam tüccar da benden görev yap diyecek, şimdi hiç uğraşamam. Başka tüccar göster bana. Hatta bana sen zırh, buraya gidelim. Daha iyi para verir muhtemelen.
Wanna dip your dingle?
And he fix it for you?
No, she don't come to the wrong place.
Bunda da görev var.
What do you have on offer?
Redanian dumplings, speciality of the house, heartily recommended. Blimey, a vat gun in my establishment? It can't be.
How do you know I'm a witcher?
You joking? Silver blades, who else uses them? Crafted in Mahakam, am I right? Must be about 40 inches long?
40 and a half. Still impressed. You're something of an expert, evidently.
I'm Ibir Hattori, former master swordsmith. Currently, a master of dumplings.
Geralt of Rivia.
A pleasure, Geralt. How might I help you? Care to try a dumpling?
Hey, oğlum yemek
Looking
yemeye
for
mi
a
geldik
good
buraya?
swordsmith? No one?
3 swords on your back. A bit much, don't you think?
Good one. But all jests aside, you make swords anymore?
Really? It's dumplings now. I must make a living. But I miss the hammer, anvil, and bellows. Oh, the heat of the forge. Were it not for that swiving Van Horn.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I shan't greet a witcher with dumplings. Come, let me show you something.
Quite a collection. Premium quality, too.
Thank you. I've kept these as mementos.
Damn shame you don't make them anymore. I'd gladly replace what I have with this kind of steel. Someone with your skills? Why the hell are you needing dough?
This might surprise you. The pay is better. But above all, it's much safer. Food vendors rarely disappear or end up as cripples.
I see. Someone controlling Novigrad's smithing market?
Not officially, though all supplies go through Ernst Van Horn. And they say he plays cards with Cleaver. Frequently.
Ernst Van Horn. Who's that?
Modest beginnings. A small dockside workshop. However, he proved extremely ambitious. He knew he could not compete with other swordmakers on skill alone, so he resorted to other methods.
Other methods?
A bit of slander here, buying business debt cheaply and taking over there. And whenever the competition was a ploughing non-human, he'd accuse them of being Havakars.
Is that how he did you in?
I did not give up without a fight. I went to town hall, negotiated. Alas, it was all in vain. He'd already enlisted Cleaver's protection, and in Novigrad, few dare get in Cleaver's way.
Öyle ya, online oyun oynadığın zaman tekrar hikayeli oyuna dönmek zor oluyor. RDR'yi ben de aldım. Witcher bittikten sonra ona başlamayı düşünüyorum. Ama evet, uzun sürüyor ya o oyunlar. Ya bir de keşfedecek çok şey var oyunlarda. Aslında kendi kaptırdığın zaman çok iyi gidiyor.
Tried negotiating? Making a deal?
With Van Horn? Do you jest? He's a proper heartless bastard. Either play by his rules and pay him, or go out of business.
I see.
But I shan't complain. Dumplings have proven an excellent source of income. It's just... well...
You miss the heat of the forge. Tried getting supplies from someone else?
Ne oldu lan, ses gitti?
Those
Ha,
rogues of the
kulaklığına şarj
underworld
etti.
control all the sources. Talk to them. Unless... would you be willing to help me?
Want me to help you get you supplies? How?
Just come with me to a meeting. As my bodyguard, it'll bolster my confidence. Truth be told, not so long ago, I tried negotiating some iron deliveries with one of the King of Beggars' men.
Right. King wouldn't worry about an embargo Cleaver imposed.
It's just... he demanded an inordinately large share of the profits. I thought you might help me negotiate. I don't mean gratis. I'm certain we can agree on a fee.
Biter ya, biter. Sarıyor görevleri.
Choose something from your collection?
Oh, forget this rubbish. I shall forge you a sword fit for killing gods.
I don't know. Criminal underworld. Not really sure I want to meddle with them.
I badly need your help. Van Horn is a Van Horsen. He must be taught a lesson. I'd be eternally grateful. Plate armor, yours. Or perhaps you'd like a catapult or a trebuchet.
Fine. Arrange the meeting.
Splendid. Meet me after dark, near the crane at the docks.